Allow me to take this moment to share something about some of the questions that I hear people asking me every day. Whenever I interact with the people, I hear people say, Steve, you are special. You are not like us. You are blessed. You are gifted. You are favored. And I think this is a question of concern that I felt I needed to clarify that it's not that I am special more than anyone else. It's not that I do things extraordinary, or it's not because I'm gifted in an extraordinary way. I'm 100% a human being like everyone else. And the thing is, every one of us is special in their own way. The only question is, what is the purpose of this life? Do we really know our purpose for this life? I think this is something that has struck me, and this is something that I've tried to pursue to get to know what is the purpose of this life. I think this is one of the things that I may say I'm expressing in a different way, because a majority of the people, we are just here thinking that we are here for to marry, to work, to be rich, and to die, to have children and to die. But a very few people ask this fundamental question: what is the purpose, or what is the intent of me being the way I am? What is the intent of me being born? A big number of the people, and the, they don't look into the depth of this. They just say, we are here doing the will of God. We are here by the will of God. Yes, I understand. We are here by the will of God. But what is that will of God for you? And a big number of us, we move on in this life, here and there, trying to justify, or we have surrendered. We have It's a kind of a give. We have given up the quest for the purpose for why we are here today, and we have just surrendered it by saying, let the will of God be done. But what is that will of God for you? Can this God not speak and tell us what is the will of God for us? Can it not be known to us in details exactly what is this the will of God for us? And this is what I sought to know. This has always been a desire for me to know, not just to put it, yes, oh, it's the will of God, because everybody is saying, I am here because of the will of God. Yes, I understand we are here for the sake of the will of God. But what is that will of God for you? Is it not the will of God for you that you become a full-fledged human being? A full-fledged human being who is exploring, who is utilizing, who is getting into the depths of being full-fledged expression, expressing the fullness of what it means to become a human being. And I can say for the past 10 to 13 years, my concern has always to be a fully human being. Even those birds that are making noise there, they're not making noise. For them, every creature is trying to be a fully fleshed. That bird is working to become full-fledged bird. When you find a snake is working, or is the purpose is to become a full-fledged snake. What about you? We human beings, are we forgotten, or is it not that it has not become clear that we are here that we may realize the potentials of us being fully human beings, the potentialities of being fully human beings. And this has been my quest. And I desire to know actually with specificity, what is it that I came on this planet to do? Or what is the purpose for my lifetime? Should I go on guessing here and there, how to become a human being? Because I find from my observation, a big number of us, we are guessing. We are just trying to guess. Maybe this is the will of God for me. Then after some time it does not work. I give up. I go again. God, show me what is your will for me. Show me what is your will for me. Show me what is your will for me. And at the end, even to the deathbed, we are still trying to find what is the will of God for us. All the masters who have come, they have come with a specific purpose for as to why they have come. And for you, what is your purpose? And when we find people who have realized their purpose is to become an expression of a full-fledged human being, they dedicate their lives for that. And then we call them extraordinary. We make them special. And yet there is not that they are special. Yes, I don't deny that they are special. But being special than others, that has never been their question. And has never been my question. Like, should I be powerful than so and so? No. As long as I am me, as long as I become fully fleshed me, being powerful than others is never, or being wiser than others is never my question. Knowing something more than others is not my question, because my who I am has nothing to do with being better than others, but being a fully fleshed me. And I think this is where, when we given to the intensity, or given to the givenness to this awareness, that's why some people will think, oh, Steve, you are special, or so and so is special. It's gifted. I cannot be gifted that way. We are all gifted, all of us, as human beings. All the possibilities of a human being is in each one of us. The only question is, how do we involve ourselves in realizing that? First, how many of us know that the power is with us? A big number of us, we know. We have been taught by our society that we don't have the power we don't have the power, so we are praying to get the power. That's where the difference is. We are asking to get the power because we think that we don't have the power to become fully fledged human beings, the resources to become fully fledged human beings. We we move along this planet in such a manner that we don't have that. So we are asking that it comes from outside there, then it comes to us. And because we don't have it, we have also said we are not worthy to have it. We are waiting for God to decide whether He's happy to give us or not. And yet, because we are not committed to that, first, we are not committed to this knowing that these possibilities are within me, these possibilities are part of me, these possibilities are me. Because you are the branches of the tree of life. All of us, we are piece of life, finding expression of piece of life as a human being. So, because of lack of this understanding that the power is already given, is already with us, we are coming with these possibilities. And I would like to use this analogy. A, a, a fully grown tree is not not more special than the seed. whatever the seed or whatever the tree could become, all the possibilities of a tree are already in the seed form, are already in the seed. And when the tree responds to the given environment, to the given conditions, to the given accessories such as water, light, manure, when it responds to this, given to that response, it develops to become that kind of a tree. It's not that the tree, all the possibilities of that tree are there. It is just responding to the environment in which it finds itself. And that's why one of the masters using the seed, he says, the kingdom of God can be compared to a sower who went to sow seeds. Some of them fell, all of them they were seeds, but given to where they have fallen, they have developed. Given to the moment, to the area, to the specificity, to the space and time that it has fallen, it develops. Some of it becoming a big tree, some of it grew up and changed and died. Let me use that word. So given to how it was responding to that area, and we as human beings, we are also given the seed. When we are being born, that seed is already in us, and given to how we respond to the environment in which we find ourselves. In the same way, we develop to realize the potentials in that seed, the potentials that is in us. So it's not that we are getting those potentials later on. It's just how we are responding, how we are interacting, how we are realizing this. And that is where a good number of people have given up. They are just waiting for things to happen. They are looking outside for things to happen. The things happen from within, given to how the seed is responding to the situations. So the Master said, by the power of God working through us, we are able to accomplish more than we can ask or imagine. The power of God within us. This power of God, it is us. We are that power of God. Realizing we are the power of God, realizing. A big number of us, we don't know that we are the power of God, realizing. We are waiting, we are asking for it to come from outside of us. So if we are one thing, we don't know, we are not sure, we are not seeing from where it comes from. And we are looking outside, we are looking up, waiting for it to come. It will not come. It takes much time. Until that moment when we become still, when we start working on this, when we start engineering this, when we start now understanding bits, we start understanding that, oh, these has always been with us. And one of them masters will say, I am with you always till the end of age. The power says, I am with you always till the end of age. The possibilities says, I am with you. Or in all possibilities says, I am with you always till the end of age. The living water says, I am with you always till the end of age. The living food says, I am with you always till the end of age. The kingdom says, I am with you always till the end of age. But how many of us we are keen to listen, to understand, to accept this fact that the kingdom is with me, and I am that kingdom, finding expression. I am the king in that kingdom, finding expression. A very small number of us. And because of that, that's why a majority of us, we have made others appear to be more divine or more blessed than others. It's not that they are more blessed than others. It's only their receptivity. They have heightened their receptivity. They have understood. We have always had this. They have understood. This is not something which is happening just happening now, or something that they have understood. The possibility to have it happen has always been with them. And when they are making statements, so whatever they are doing, they are just making statements. Everything that whatever they thought is an expression of who they are. Whatever word they speak is an expression of who they are. Every look, every movement, everything that they do becomes an expression of who they are. That's why they don't doubt. They have no doubt of anything happening for them. So for this purpose, they are very clear of the intentionality. They are very clear of what is it that they are up to become fully fledged human beings, according to them, according to the awareness that they have. That is what how much they are able to actualize that. So it is for us. And maybe this, I know it does not make much sense, but for those it touches their hearts, that we can realize that our life is more than eating and drinking. We are here for a purpose, and for purpose for which we are here is to have full experience as human beings. And fully human beings are divine, are power, are life, are all possibilities. Only for human beings, those who think, always I hear this statement everywhere and every time, I am just human. And as a human being, I'm prone to error. For human, man is to error. That's what we make, we justify ourselves. Man is to error. And because of this, a limit, not knowing exactly what it means to be a man, to be a woman, to be a human being. That's why we have not invested in what is worthy of investing. We have invested in what is fleeting. We have invested in what is not important. We have invested in what does not matter. And actually, this is where we feel we are getting sick day by day. That's why we feel our society is decaying. And it's not because it is decaying. Our experience is not growing. We don't find our experience growing because we have misappropriated who we really are. Is my call, is my reminder for those who always have been telling me, Steve, because sometimes when I tell people I feel my days are coming, that I should depart now. I think I have done what I needed to do. Many people, a good number of people are saying, no, there is a lot you have not done. They are looking for me in terms of maybe having children, maybe having buildings, maybe having cars, maybe moving around the world. This is not the purpose for which I am on this planet. A revelation